So the AI Studio in high level is amazing, but there's a couple things that nobody's doing that I want to share with you that takes your designs and your outputs from a 7 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. So in this video, I'm going to share my screen. I'm inside of high level, the AI Studio, the vibe coding tool. You can now build websites, landing pages, apps, micro tools, artifacts, and I'm going to show you some of the prompting tips and tricks, if you will, that can level up your designs and make it look way better. So, first things to keep in mind, yesterday I had a meeting with the developers responsible for the AI Studio, and we've been building this. I've been a part of it for months now. And I have really good news for you. Right now, if you build out, let's say, 10 different pages and you say, clone this, create something similar to this, model this, whether it's a screenshot or a link, it can look at it, it can clone it and rebuild it and model something that you enjoy, something that you like. And then sometimes you might think when you see it, you're like, wow, this is amazing. Sometimes you might be like, it's good, but it's not like similar. It's not the same as this other design. So if we go through some of these designs, you'll see I have here's one where we cloned Coach Full, and just for fun to see kind of the capabilities. And then here you can see it's Journal 18, and just again trying to clone it to see what it can do. Here's, well, AI Academy is mine. Here we have my personal brand page that we're working on. And so overall the design is pretty good, but sometimes you might see a design you're like, I don't know if I like this 100%. So the reason why, and I found this out yesterday, is because with any AI tool, when you have billions and hundreds of billions of tokens, so the AI student high level, there's already been hundreds of billions of tokens spent, meaning people, you and I, are in high level and we're building out pages, funnels, websites, and it's using a lot of credits and AI tokens. And so when something breaks, it can be because of Gemini, it can be because of the language models that are powering AI Studio. Um, there's something called a fallback. The fallback model is typically the second best available. Now, there are some good news coming very soon, so stay tuned for that, where you're going to have access to way more models so that when it fails because of external tools or APIs, it's going to just pick another one that is just as good. So I have more news on that soon. But right now, that's why if it's not immediately really good, it's because it's either timed out, the API connection because of Gemini or some other company has failed. Therefore, it's falling back to another model and the output isn't as good. So what you can do in that case is you can just try again, open up a new, AI Studio page, same prompt, or even enhance the prompt a little bit, and you'll see that the output is much better. So that's good news. The meeting I had yesterday was about how to improve the output even more with the fallbacks. Now, there are other options like Open Router and other solutions where you can get access to all kinds of language models through their APIs. So I'll create a new video when we have updates on the output there. But just know that this is the worst that it's going to be, and it's just going to get better from here. But it's already pretty good. Speaking of prompting and enhancing the prompt, one thing that you can do is what I call reverse prompting. So here you can see I've taken a screenshot or an image from Dribble. I like Dribble for different designs. You can see different themes in terms of colors, and also the wireframes and the hero section. So I took something like this, just copy image, go into ChatGPT. You can also just go into high level and say copy this image and build out this section, and then build the rest of the page and add animations and scroll effects and hover effects. But I said reverse prompt engineer this image to a mega prompt for a vibe coding tool to rebuild a similar landing page, including the style, branding, layout, font, colors, background, elements, graphics, buttons, etc. Add 5 to 7 sections so it's a full landing page. You could also take that exact prompt, because I tested it in the AI Studio, and it'll build something like, I believe it's here. So pretty good, right? That's just a tip. and trick for you when the output isn't as good as you want it to be. Go and reverse prompt engineer it. I can also say um, add a few more animations to the prompt. Few more animations to the prompt, and then you can use ChatGPT, Claude, doesn't matter. All the AIs are really good now. So I got another update for you when it comes to the user experience in AI Studio. So here we got a page. This one is modeled after I believe a template that I found. Uh, Framer, I think it was a Framer template, and I changed the name of it, the background image, and everything, the text. And I saw that yesterday it was announced that we now have visual edits inside of AI Studio, which is awesome. So now instead of just saying, there's going to be, obviously you can still prompt. There's going to be suggestions that you can just click here for the next steps or the next suggested prompt. But then you have visual edits. So if you click visual edits, you can now go and change the text here. So elevate your performance, accelerate your performance, for example. And then I can just hit save, and you can change the colors. Let's go back to visual edits. You can change the background color, um, styles, and you can change the size of it. Even here, we have font size 36, a little bit small, 48, still small, 60. And then, hopefully we'll add more. I can, on the next meeting with them, I'll say we should have up to 92. I think that's good. 56, 64, 72, 84, and 92 would be good as well. Then we have a font family, so we can test serif font, sans, and mono. You can see I already had another font here. Speaking of which, some people are asking, how do you currently add custom fonts? So personally, in Lovable, for example, when I build an app, I can just upload it here, and that's coming soon to AI Studio. Right now, it's just one extra step. So inside of your high level, you go to media storage. So you see AI Studio here, media storage, and then here you can see I've uploaded fonts. So if I upload a font, you just click upload the font, like this one, ITC Garamond. I use the OTF. I can just right click, get link, and I come in here and I say, use this font for headlines. And then I paste it in. Now it can understand and read that file because it's in high level. So this is the unique aspect of high level that no other tool has. High level can say, if I say, add my calendar, it can find my calendar and say, which one do you want to use? It can connect to the CRM. Soon we also have products and payment like order forms where we can say like find my order form and add it to the page. So very exciting times when it comes to the high level AI Studio. I wanted to share a few more designs. So that's the media storage with fonts. Here's another cool thing that I said. If we scroll all the way, well, this is remixing the project. I had another one as well. I wanted to change the colors, but I said add the craziest, the wildest, the most advanced animations you can to different sections on a page. And so then I said after that, after I built all these different sections, I said add a copy prompt to the right side. So now if I want to use something like this on an AI landing page, I can just go copy prompt and add it here, build it out. We can go down, we can see a couple other different effects. So some of them are gradient, some of them are hover effects. Some of them, this is a scroll effect. So as I'm scrolling, you can see that it's zooming in. This one too. This is more of like a physics simulation. Hover effects, 3D holographic depth. Cursor spotlight, very basic. Breathing typography. Flow state in the background, it's moving a little bit. Scroll tracing. This is just a looped animated, text effect, interactive field in the background, morphing, digital alchemy. This feels like a like a live background video almost. Shatter. There's a lot of things you can do. Liquid, so you can see the effect here when I'm hovering over it. And all you have to do is ask for like, what else can you build? Find more advanced animations you can add to this. I like the ripple field here in the background too. Um, there's, this one. So you scroll, 3D spatial gallery. This one is it's a little bit fast, maybe. Yeah, so a lot of different ones. This one is like a dashboard that's kind of flat, and as you scroll, it zooms in and it becomes more visible. And you can obviously make it like fully visible. Structural analysis, layered interface, architectural depth, etc. And so, whatever you want to add in here, we can just say, uh, create a section with modules that overflows on top of each other on scroll. So a scroll effect where they're kind of like layering. Okay, so here's another coach fold that I modeled. I cloned to see what it can do. Then we have this one is very similar. So you can see here. I tried this one both in lovable and high level, and they're pretty equal, like pretty much the same. So you can see similar effects here. When I'm scrolling, it moves to the side. This one animates this CPU. This one is pretty cool, this effect, if you just want to make the design a little bit more premium. This one is stacking on each other. Then we got animations, etc. So there we already have like 20, 30 different sections. That was the Golf Journal one. This is the AI Academy page. I'm in no rush to launch the actual page. I'm just selling AI Academy through a Google Doc now. And it's because, I'm going to build a similar, where's my personal page? Similar design to something like this. So I'm updating my personal brand, and I'm going to use the same type of design for AI Academy. So this was another one that I modeled after a brand that I saw online, more playful with more colors. And I believe here we got the slider as well. All of this is built in the AI Studio. So here's another one. This one is really this one is one of those where I've added a lot of effects. As you can see when I scroll down, this one is zooming in. Like this one doesn't feel like AI slop to me. This glitch effect makes it feel more alive. So we're getting close to that really good. This one is the real estate one, Planet Vision. Yeah, we're getting close to that, 10 out of 10. And I think the value right now, if I just, talk to you for a little bit, the value right now is going to be not in just the visual design, but it's going to be knowing what to create. It's going to be knowing what a client needs if you build for other people or for yourself. It's the offers, the strategy, the funnel type, the customer journey. It's direct response marketing. It's branding, building a beautiful brand, building trust. It's traffic. It's conversion. It's ascension to the back end. It's creating a great product. One of the things that we talk about a lot with high level is like we're a product led, a people focused company. We're not a marketing focused, a hype focused company. We build a product that people love, then that way they recommend it to other people. So that's an update with a couple of tips and tricks in AI Studio. Hopefully you like this. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss upcoming videos. And I'll see you in the next one.